Just a couple of you. It's Friday. We're going to get down on Friday, so we're going to get box plotted on Friday. We just wrote down that the students will be able to display numerical data in a box plot and summarize data quantitatively. If your back is currently to the board and you don't want to turn around, there are a couple of desks that you wouldn't be all the way with your back to the desk, so feel free to move quietly without making noises. Now, we just had a conversation about mean, median, and mode and range in the class, and we were just checking our homework, so we're going to go along to the next slide here. A box plot, here's a definition. A box plot is constructed from a 5-number summary. The minimum value, the lower quartile, median, upper quartile, and the maximum value. A box plot is constructed from a 5-number summary. Those 5 numbers are the minimum value, the lower quartile, the median, the upper quartile, and the maximum value. A little bit more room and stuff? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think that your guys' 6th grade math was the small writing challenge. And then in the lower quartile is the median of the lower half of the data. So we know that the median is the middle, and it's everything that is lower than that. Then the upper quartile is the median, then everything else above that. Well, almost above everything. So it's from the median of the lower half. Median of lower half of data. So it's like the median of the median. So middle of the middle is a 4th, hence quartile. Hope.
Should we put median on the upper half of the data?
Yeah, put upper half. There's a typo there. It should be upper half. How long have you been fighting with that? I have washed this since somebody put their teeth on that. Yes, one of my 7th graders borrowed my pencil, and when it came back, it had teeth on it. Yep. So I washed it. So here's an example of a box plot that you guys have on your notes, so you can look down or you can look at the board. Box plots. The minimum is going to be the minimum value. That's where that line is. Notice how it's not an arrow, because arrow means that it goes on forever. Then we have the lower quartile. That is going to be the median of the lower half. So it's like the median of the median. Then we have 200. Then we have the median is going to be that line inside of that box. Okay. See how there's a box there, and it almost looks like it's got arms going out. So this is the player's weight of, let's see, when it's up to 325, this has to be college maybe, because maybe a kicker would be 160. So it shows the lower quartile, upper quartile. Now it says lower and upper, and just think of a number line, okay? A number line, the low is to the left, the high is to the right, and that's how you know which one is the lower, which one is the upper, because lower is going to be on the left. So let's do this. Miss Shade's 6th graders scored the following percentages on their last test. Oh, we'll get to that later, right? So we're going to do this guy together. Let's go to 1, not 99. There. All right, so let's get this data, and we're going to do it quickly. So the people with the calculators, you're going to be our help, and I'm sorry that this table right here, I'm going to be right in your face, and I apologize. If you want, you can move back, but yeah. So what is the numbers that we just had? Okay, do we have anybody add? You know what? I'm gonna do it quickly on a spreadsheet. Okay. All right, someone please read off the numbers to me.
68, 91, 86, 89, 88, 82, 95, 85, 80, 78, 82, 68, 86, 96, 73, 68, 91, 80, 90, 87.
91, 88.
80, and then 90, and then 87.
Okay, so I'm going to find out what the sum of these is. Okay, so we got 1,663, and we had 20 data sets. So we have that divided by 20. So we have our median, or sorry, our mean as 83.15. $83.15 is the median of this. Okay? 83.15 is the median. So you can just do 83. Sorry, not the median. Darn. Mean. There. So here's my number line. Okay, and what is my my highest number on there? What's my range? What's my my peak?
Lowest number is 68.
68.
And the highest number is 96.
96. So there. All right, so we just found that our median is going to be at 83.15. So here's 82. So 83 is going to be about right here.
We have space. Should we draw that?
You are drawing this. That's why I'm drawing this, because you are drawing this. Do as I do. And what is the highest number? 96. So I'm going to draw a line at 96. My lowest number is 68, as you told me earlier. Now we need to find out how far that box goes. We need to find out how far that box goes. So it says that we need to find the median of the lower half of the data. The median of the lower half of the data. So let's find out what the median of the lower half of the data is. I'm going to go back into my stuff, and I'm just doing this on the computer because we need to use time for a reason. So we're going to do this. We're going to sort this so smallest to largest. And we have 20 data points, and we have 10 here. Let's see here. Let's do the average of these numbers. That. The average of these numbers is that. So somebody write down this number here, 76.4, and then 89.9, please. So what I just found was I found the median of the lower half of the data. I put them in order, and I did the average. Did I just do the median?
You did the mean.
I did the mean. I'm sorry. My goodness. I'm trying to get this done so we can start our homework, but I think I might accidentally not give you homework. Yep, I want you to have homework. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So write down 79. That's the median of the lower half. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 89.5. 79 and 89.5. That's what I'm going to put. So because that is the median of the lower half of the data, so what was the median of the lower half, or the upper half? Yeah. 89.5. So I'm going to put one of my lines here. Good. And where does the other box part go? What is the... So Sean, what do you have for the median of the lower half of the data? What? 80? Is that right? What do we have?
It was
79.
79.
And do you have a label there? So we need to put a label up there as well. Mrs. Shade's 6th grade test scores. Miss Shade's 6th grade text scores. So we have the text. Like I said, I only got a couple hours of sleep last night, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to drink coffee. Yikes. It just so happened to fall in the very middle, the median, or the mean. The mean. So Taylor just asked a good question. She goes, why'd you put that thick line? Why'd you put that thick line right in the middle? It just so happens to look like it's in the middle, and it might not necessarily be in the middle in other ones. If you see the box plot that we had from the players' weights in the previous one, that one's not in the middle. This one just so happened to go like that because our data was spread well enough.
So would it matter when you put it?
You just put it with whatever the median is. Or mean. Gosh. Ugh.
Mr. Hawkins said, listen to what I mean, not what I say.
Yeah. So the box plot shows the number of points that Christina scored in each game. So this means, what was the minimum points that she scored in a game in one time?
0.
Yeah, she didn't score one game. She must have been off. A slump, if you will. So what is the average points per game that she scores, Sean? Or not Sean, Sparrow. What's the average points that she scores in a game? 14 is correct. 14, because that's where that line is in the middle of the box. Okay, what's the maximum amount of points she's ever scored? Yeah. 19 points. She scored 19 points. She has scored 19 points. Now here's a question for you as we finish up for the day and the week. See how much of room is between 12 and 1? That means that she has had as many games in that big distance as she's had that is between 12 and 13. So she usually scores between 12 and 16 points in a game. Half the time she scores between 12 and 16 points a game. Okay? We do not have homework because we're about 5 minutes behind, so that's fine. Yes. Take care.